home from the drags. Thought I'd chuck something up. Check out the rubber. We were running these 20-inch standard tyres. Pretty old too, mind you. First run we went out and we cut a 958, and I was wrapped. I said if we do a 9, I will be absolutely wrapped. No traction, just about spun the whole track. Anyway, we mucked around, come in, let the tyres down. I went out, we did a 8 flat, and then on the best time of the night, there it is there, a 776. Absolutely stoked. We got a shitload of runs. I got a couple missing. Had a ball, guys. If you haven't done it, get out there and do it, because it just is the biggest adrenaline rush. Righty, got the Stato in, back in after the drags. I've gone over and done a bit of a health check on it. Put the exhaust back on it. Everything looks really good. I've taken the oil. I had 30 weight oil in it, which was dropping down. When the oil was really hot, it was getting up to, it was dropping down to about 27 to 25 to 30. It was fluctuating between when it was really hot, when I was hot lapping it. It was alright when I was giving it to her, but I talked to Heath, Maggie with Hader, and he said, no, you need a shitload better oil than that, mate. So I grabbed some Racing 20. This is the 10/10 shit, 2060. It's a little bit heavier than Heath runs 2050, but it was on spec. It's supposed to be a shit hot oil, so we're going to give it a crack and see how it goes. See if we can pick up a bit better oil pressure. Other than that, it's really good. The transmission fluid's beautiful and pink still. Apart from that and a few bald tyres, everything's okay. Mickey's tyres, not bald, they've got another meat in them. But brother's not happy with them. He said they're not hooking up. He wants to get something a lot better. I know one of my mates, Bo, said he had some ET Streets, I think, we could try. Might have to take him up on that offer. Might have to just get some rims though, but I'll have a chat to him. And what else? Leader, or Henry, has organised our tyres for the burnout tyres. I've got to go and pick up them. We've got 10 205 65 15s to go on all our rims, so we can just burn them out when we go to Summernats. All that's good. Everything's sweet. I still want to hook up a brake line, a rear brake cut. Apparently people were saying, oh, he's got no rear brakes hooked up on, they were talking about on Saturday night, oh, he's got no rear brakes. Mate, all the rear brakes, everything's hooked up. Mate, I'd be able to get a road with you if it didn't have the bloody thing hanging out the bonnet. It's in that good a nick. So all the back brakes are working. Can't help it if I've just got a shitload of power and it turns tyres. So yeah, I want to hook up a tap or get a electronic solenoid to put in the brake line there. Also, what I have also done, I did notice, and Heath told me this, that I'll run out of brake boost once boost comes in. I did notice that as well. So I've got a vacuum pump coming, and I'm going to try and hook a vacuum pump into it to help with the boost. The brake booster, I should say, not engine boost, but brake booster. Get some vacuum into that. So I've got one of them coming. It's just a Commodore one, V6 Commodore vacuum pump. Other than that, pretty happy. Everything's going sweet. Just get it ready. Mate, I had so much fun. We're taking it back out on the 23rd of November for the next lot of drags, because that was great fun. Jeez, I had a ball. Alrighty, just fired her up. Got oil pressure's looking really good now. Right up there. What are we at? 80, 81. It's right up there in the 50. At idle, probably get a bit better. I just wanted to show you. Got my heat gun here. Show you the temperatures. That's the radiator. The engine temperature 70. Now check me intake temperatures out now. I'm running on E85. Check how much the blower is. Look at that, 17 degrees on the intake. Oh, the intake's a little bit warmer because you'll have a bit of heat soak coming up through there. So look at that. That blower's cold. I did notice that in the logs when I checked it as well. After I fired it up, I had the intake temps were a little bit high and didn't take long for them to come down. That's what you want when you're putting big fucking boost through them. Not that we're putting big boost through it, 10 PSI, not that much. Hey guys, we're going to do a bit of cleaning. As you can see, a little bit of rubber all up the guard on our brand new fresh paint. And there is a really easy way to get rubber off, because it sticks like shit to a blanket. Have a look at it. It's pretty thick too. It's sort of coming off. But the easiest way to get it off is what I use. I start off with a bit of WD-40. Just spray a bit of WD-40 over it. Like this. Get all the big heavy stuff off. It'll probably go, what it does is goes all smeary and black. It gets all the residue off, makes a mess. Turns the bumper black, look at that. Alright, so that's looking pretty gross. And then I just get the old wax and grease remover from the panel shop. Just wax and grease remover, spray the whole thing with wax and grease. And watch this. Nice. Get another rag and boom. Look at that. Straight off. Easy as that, brings our paint back up. The wax and grease remover is not going to hurt the paint. It's a good cleaner. Takes it all off. Back to new. Easy as that. Then we can now take it to the car show without having to worry about having fucking rubber all up the guards, up the back of the bumper. Look at that. Nice and easy. And you can just get that from Darby's Paint or any paint place. Wax and grease, you can get it from Bunnings. You don't have to go and buy this special shit to get it off. It's easy as that. There you go. Clean as a whistle. I'm going to give a big thanks out to Henry and Leader Ag. He sponsored us some smoke. So we've got 10 tyres there. So I just need to get these rims cleaned up. I'll get them all cleaned up, might even give them a paint. And get these on. I think I've got 8 of them, and I'll have to find a couple more. But anyway, thanks to Leader Ag and also Good Deal Tyres in town for doing a super deal. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Look out for some smoke guys. Well, the diff here is an old one we've had. It is a bit shot. So I'd rather use this than ruin a good one. So we're going to pull the centre out of this and we're going to see what we can do about welding it up. So there we go. Rightio. I just undone these. As you can see, that one is the right one. That's the right one. And I put it there. That's where it lined up. Right, 7 turns in. This one was left 6 turns. So let's pull it out and have a look at it, because I know it's not real good. Just need to see what the pinion looks like. And if I can get it out of here, I'm going to see, I'll just put you down. Alrighty, so there it is, it's out, and have a look at that. Big fucking chunk missing out of it. So I'm just going to look at the pinion. Pinion looks all right. I need to find that bit of metal and get it out of there. That ain't going to do us any good. But I do have another one, another crown wheel here. So I'm going to check the numbers on them. I'm pretty sure they're the same. So this one is 308. That one's 308. This one is high performance. This one is LL. I'm not sure what LL is. But we've got 00575, 012, 0575/002. So this one's a HP, that's LL. Alright, so I'm going to take this off, put that one on there, and we're going to use that. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm not sure what the go is there. It does have a high performance diff tag on it, so it might be a high performance one. I hope it's going to be alright, because I think these high performance ones are being shot peened, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, let me just clarify something. Guys, you should never ever do this. You should never ever swap out a crown wheel. If you're doing this job on a real diff, you should swap the crown wheel and pinion as one, as a pair. But the crown wheel, this one come out, was rooted all the bearing and welded all onto the to the pinion, so it was cactus. But you know what? I don't really care. It's only going in the Stato for a burnout car. It's not like it's going to be ripping down the highway at all. So all we need to do is it needs to mesh into there, to that, and turn. So we'll see how it goes. There we are. There is our CIG locker. So that centre is all welded up. Bit of a fucking mark there. Might have to get that off. But I did have a bit of shit wrapped around the bearings when I welded it. So I actually pulled it in half and welded all the gears inside first. Hopefully I haven't distorted it too much. And the gear will fit on there. So it's friggin' hot still. So yeah, so I pulled it in half, welded all the gears inside there first, and then put it back, the halves back together, and then I welded them all on around the outside again in there as well. So it should not spin. Whether it's going to break or not, I've got no idea. Never done it before, first time ever. So let's see what happens anyway. We're back here this morning. I've put all the centre back in, put the gear on it. It's meshing up okay. It's I'm pretty happy with it. It'll wear in. So what I'm doing now is I'm setting up for backlash. So I've wound these back in to where they were, and with this gear it was a bit tight, so I've had to back it back, as you can see, a quarter of a turn. So I've had to shift the crown wheel that way a quarter of a turn. So I loosen this one off, tighten this one up, move it across, and then what I'm looking for is 0.2. If I can turn this bloody thing. Looking for 0.2 of a mil backlash, as you can see there. I should have a spanner on here, it's a bit hard to hold it. There we go, 0.2. See that? So that's what I'm looking for. That's perfect. So all I did was a quarter of a turn, moved it over. What I may do is leave this one where it's locked, and I might put it just a little. I might nip this one up a bit more, put a little bit more preload on those bearings. Oh, maybe not. I might leave them because it's probably going to get pretty hot and they'll expand. So you know what, I will. I'll leave it like that. and we'll run it and try it out, see what happens. Because there's going to be no doubt that this gear isn't going to be perfectly matched with that one down there. I know that for 100% fact. It will wear in, it'll be noisy as hell, I can guarantee you. I don't care about that until it wears all the high spots and everything off there. I'm going to do a check on the tooth, see where the tooth's sitting. I'll do that and I'll show you that. It's a bit hard to see. So I put some Bear and Blue on it, and I'm just checking the face of it, and we've got full contact of the tooth right down, which I expected it to, because we haven't changed the pinion angle or the pinion depth, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's more or less set up. So now we can put it all back together, put some oil in it and stick it in and give it a run and see what she does. Alrighty, just remember, this is just going in for the burnout, in a burnout car. It's not being run on the roads. We'll get driven up and down the road, but it's not going to fucking Melbourne or Adelaide or anything like that. It's not going to do a huge amount of Ks, which probably it needs to bed in. But you know what, this is going to be a little bit noisy. I'm not too stressed about it, but what it will do is it will, that pinion down there, it will turn this crown wheel, which will then turn our drive shafts so we can make smoke. That's all I need. I don't need it to be spinning inside there. I just want it to transfer drive from in and then out through the axles. That's all I want. Yeah, we've been mucking around here. Mick and I have been messing about. We've got our little vacuum motor here. We're going to run from the booster. I'm going to pull it out from the booster and run it directly to there and to here, and see if that will just operate enough suction for the booster without having it going to the engine. Let's see how it works. Well, Tuff Stato did pretty well. We were pretty happy with it. Probably get that diff in it next. That'll be in the next video. We've got a couple of car shows we've got to get it to. We'll be taking it to them. Other than that, pretty happy with the old girl. She's doing well. Alrighty, the max seating rod suspension kit went pretty well. Very happy with that. We just got to get the dial in the suspension a bit more. I think we need to run it stiffer in the rear. And don't forget, if you go and buy anything off Max Eddy rods, remember discount code CARS1. So get your stuff from them, get a discount and help us out. They're helping us out when you buy stuff off them. That helps us out. So make sure you get onto their website and have a bit of a look, see if there's stuff you need. Alrighty. That'll probably do it for this episode. Thanks for coming along and watching. Appreciate all the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please jump on, subscribe, hit the bell, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.